Today, I'm going to talk to two young people who are both doing voluntary work in the sports center sector. First, there's Liam Parker, who has been BMX biker and does a lot of work, aka Sports Center, at Sports Center. I mean, and then there's Debbie Sanford, who has volunteered to help with many different sports and who now has a paid job with sport organization. So Liam, tell us a bit about the place you work. It sounds really interesting. Liam, and there's Liam. Yes, it's really cool. Basically, it's a huge space where lots of sport and cultural events take place. It used to be a shipbuilding hangar, but the company went bust years ago. The building was taken over and completely renovated and repurposed for about 5 years ago. Now we have facilities for all kinds of urban sport like skateboarding, breakdancing, parkour, and kick scooter. And interviewers, hang on a moment. Can you hang on the moment? Can you explain the last two? Ah, a kick scooter is just a normal scooter with a handlebar, deck, and wheels. But now we have stunt scooter and special ones for racing. And parkour has been now we have has been around while now for a while now. It's a way of moving around the urban environment. It developed from military training and it involves climbing, running, vaulting, jumping, swinging, and stuff like that. Um, so, what are you involved with? My passion is for BMX and I want to get other people involved in the sport, but I do all kinds of things at the center. I make sure the bikes and scooter meet safety standards. I check the track and ramps so that they are clean and no one can slip and hurt themselves. I teach kids the basic of BMX and do demonstrations, sometimes cook in the burger fan too. Interviewer, right? So you've learned a lot of skill? Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot. At first, I was a bit nervous about to speaking to groups, but now I have no problem giving safety induction to people. I have to learn sport specific first aid in case anyone hurts themselves, cooking hygienist for the burger fan, maths for taking money, and at the till, I've had a lot of training different areas and gained useful certificate and the so all that training will be valuable when you come to look for paid work. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm still only 18 and I've been volunteering for 2 years. I'd like to stay in this sector and find full-time paid work. So obviously, all my experience and skills will help a lot. Liam. Thank you, Liam. And now our other guest has made that jump from voluntary work to paid work. Debbie, you've been involved in many different sports in your 22 years, haven't you? Haven't you? Um, yes, quite a few. I started off playing football and county level and then got into coaching. I recognized that I wouldn't have been able to play football without the help of volunteers. So when I had the chance, help other people. I did. Then I started a degree in sport development and I realized that lots of people like me would soon have a degree and be looking for a job and I'd need more experience to compete with them all. So you volunteered again? So you volunteered again? Yes. I spent a year helping with an online sport volunteering bureau and volunteering at various events including the cricket tournament, a table tennis championship and a half marathon. Wow, wow, that's a lot of experience. Yes, I must add that I don't actually play cricket for table tennis myself, though I do run. You don't have to be an expert in sport to volunteer. There are lots of job and that need doing. And now you've finished your degree and you're working. That's right. I wrote my dissertation on the retention and recruitment of volunteers, and now I manage volunteers for an organization promoting swimming. I also organize events at a national level. I would never have got the job without all my volunteer experience. It helped me a lot. And finally, a question for you both. Do you think we sometimes exploit volunteers in this country? Are they things for free when they thought to be getting paid? Liam, I believe that you volunteer for about 10 or 20 hours a week. Do you ever do you ever feel that you should be paid what you do? Liam, well, well, of course, it would be nice, but the organization I help is non-profit making, and it couldn't really afford to pay all the volunteers. At the moment, I'm happy to do what I love and gain experience of dealing with the public. I'm living with my parents, and they are paying my keep. In the future, I'll have to look for paid work. Debbie. I think many volunteers feel they want to give something back to their sport. It was like that for me with football. Ideally, it would be good to have more paid position, but we have also need volunteers. Sport just couldn't function without them. It's really important give people recognition for what they do. So, thank you, thank you very much for sharing your experience. And now we're going to move, we're going to move on.